Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
So what would you say has changed about you since you transited from being a reporter to an executive director?
Ichi, I don't have time for my own. I don't have time of my own. I work 247, and every minute I'm expecting that either my minister will call, PAMSEC will call, stakeholders will call, everybody with his own stuff. So I don't really have time to myself. I work 247. I'm on the phone all the time. I don't sure anybody has called me and I have not returned the call, or I have not been able to get back to the person one way or the other. My eating habit has changed. Sometimes I'm reminded to come and eat, or have you eaten, sir? Because once you get on this seat, you will have to do the work that the president has appointed you to do. Meetings left and right, National Assembly, ministry, everywhere you have to attend meetings. And then you have to also create time for the stakeholders, especially their events. Now I have like 4 invitations. I will try and see which one I will go to and which one I will send somebody to attend and so on. And if you check, since we got in, I think me and Alidu, we have tried to make our presence felt among stakeholders, because they have been complaining sometimes that they do events and they don't even see the people that are coming there. These things are not cheap, but also we'll try as much as possible to make some sacrifices. I have gone by road one time like that when I had, we had no money, so to speak, gone by road to Lagos to be able to attend an event. That's a huge sacrifice. And somebody's telling me, don't do that, don't do that, don't do, you are now executive director. But I said, man, the people who put me there are these stakeholders. If I don't try and meet them at their point of needs, if I don't try and meet them at their point of need, they will say, Shaibu. Some of them, they still call me like this. So when they see me, they say, Shaibu, they don't appoint you eating now. Everything don't change. They come our level and all that. And I'll just tell them no. And the funny thing, every time I get like how to behave, they say, Oga, you don't know, say you be eating now. You don't know, say you eating. I say, no. My training as a journalist, no allow me to do this editing, like, I just hook up, hello, how are you? I say, lie, nothing will change. Because we will still go back. We'll still go back to the industry. So we have to do it. We have to be humble. We have to be humble.
Now, you covered Nollywood for years. How would you sum up your experience as a reporter in Nollywood?
Oh, man. I when I started, in fact, how I started writing for The Guardian actually was that we had a production in my background is theater. So we had a production in Benin, centenary production, Oba Trials of Oba by Professor Ahmed Yerima. So we stayed at the Moton Hotel, and every day after the production, I will go to the Moton frontage of a Moton to read newspapers like this Free Readers Association. So I got there one day, and I saw one man by the stand. He is a reporter too. He came to cover the centenary. So I was reading The Guardian. He has seen me on stage. He wanted to start a conversation with me, but he didn't know how to start. So he now said, what are you reading in this Guardian? I said, the arts pages. He said, who do you read in the arts pages? I said, Ben Tomoloju, German, and Nicolapo. And that was German standing there. So he now said, German and Nicolapo, do you know the German? I said, I don't know him. So he now said, I am the German. I said, we're in Benin. And I said, Abego. In my mind, I said, Abego. I hope this one no one can do me winch or something. How can it be just claiming now because I mentioned German, is the German? So I just finished reading, I left. And as I was going, I was looking at the person who said it was German and Nicolapo. So me, I left. So it was in the evening of the show. He came backstage and he greeted Uncle Kunle Bantefa, who played Obaseki in the production. So Uncle Kunle saw him and said, Jamo, and I said, Jamo, That's the man who I saw. That's the man I saw there. So I now went to him and said, I'm sorry, I didn't know you are the one there. But like a benevolent editor that he is, always, he said, write the story of your performance today. I said, story of performance. I just greeted you, you said I should write story. So I dodged him. So when we came back from Benin, I went to China and I saw Jackie Chan face to face. They were having a protest, a piracy protest. So when I saw him at Norbert Young's birthday, you know, Norbert Young's birthday, he now told me, where did you go to? I've been looking for that Benin story. I said, I went to China. And you know what? I saw Jackie Chan. He said, Jackie Chan, write the story. So, you know, you editors and publishers, a story that you like. So I now went home. I wrote a story. I gave it to him. He dedicated almost like half page of the Guardian to publish, and then an answer contributed by Shaibu Husseini. Hey, somebody now called me and said he saw my name in Guardian newspaper. I wrote a story. I was at the National Theatre rehearsing. I ran to Costain. I bought 10 copies of the paper with my name there. I said, I've arrived. I said, I've arrived. That's how I started writing. Then one day I came to the newsroom. He now said, Shaibu, don't write about theater, don't write about anything. Just face Nollywood. I can hear him up till now. He said, face Nollywood. So I now said, what's there in Nollywood? He said, there's so much. Talk to the actors, major actors. And we started the column Artsman. From Artsman, we moved to Celebrity. From 1998, we moved to Celebrity. We moved to, until we now moved to Movie Dome. And Movie Dome has been on from 1998 to I've been writing that column until last Saturday.
Okay.
Until last
Saturday.
So the experience has been wonderful. Of course, meeting the actors, meeting the major players in the industry, interviewing them, talking to them. There's one particular experience that I don't forget. I tell my students at the University of Lagos, I tell them there was a day I went to interview one big actress, because I know that when you finish this kind of interview, sometimes they want to give you brown envelope. So I now got a car. I've booked the interview like 3 months. I went to hurriedly get a car. The car does not start until, it doesn't start very well. So I went to put remote control starting and everything to go and see the actress. That time she was staying at VGC. VGC was very popular at that time. This was in the 2000s. So when I went there, after the interview, she said, no, let me give you something. And I said, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. So I was just coming and said, for your taxi. I said, no, my car is parked outside. My car is parked outside. But as I was going, I was praying to God that this car, make it start to. This woman no come to say, I did give you money, you did do. So when I just went out, God help me. As I pressed remote, the thing answered me. When I entered too, as I started the car and she was trying to start another conversation, I said, I feel the here now, this car goes quite to make I just move my car to go. But the lesson there, like I told my student, is that I didn't collect any money from her. And I'm not sure throughout my journey as a movie reporter, I ever collected any brown envelope from anybody. And the reason is that once you don't engage in that kind of activity with them, they don't commonize you at all. They respect you. I'm sure if you carry out the poll now amongst them and ask them, whoever gave me money that I collected, but I was doing my job like people like you were doing in those days and up till now. We're doing our jobs, doing the coverage, writing about things that made news and all that, and God is rewarding us, so to speak.